Hello, I am Sandy Eisenberg Sasso. I am one of the co-founders of Women for Change Indiana. During these months, our daily lives have certainly been disrupted. We're uncertain where to place our trust or what the future actually holds. We are afraid of those things that once brought us comfort, warm embraces, the presence of good friends. And we are all looking for ways to navigate these turbulent waters. I cannot think of a better person to help us navigate this storm than the Reverend Dr. Sarah Lund. Reverend Lund came to Indianapolis in 2014 to serve as Vice President of Christian Theological Seminary. And that is where I had the fortune of first meeting her. She serves as the first woman elected senior pastor of First Congregational United Church of Christ of Indianapolis, Indiana. She is also on the national staff of the United Church of Christ, a network of 5,000 congregations, as the Minister of Disabilities and Mental Health Justice. She is an award-winning preacher, author, and sought-after keynote speaker. Her first book is called Blessed Are the Crazy: Breaking the Silence About Mental Illness, Family, and Church. Sarah is a wife and a mother, and we're delighted that she is with us to share some thoughts with us today. Dr. Reverend Sarah Lund.
Thank you, Sandy, so much for inviting me into this time together and to share a message of hope. This global pandemic has certainly changed our lives, but some things remain the same. If you are a mother like I am, I have a young one at home, and every night we have a bedtime ritual of reading stories. And every night, it seems like right when we're finished reading the story together, my young child has a question. And this past week, my child asked me a big question. And I believe a lot of our families, whether we are religious or not, find ourselves asking each other big questions. And our kids have big questions to ask. And so one of the gifts we can give each other during this time is to create space where our children can ask hard questions and we can listen to them. I didn't know the answer to my child's question. My child was asking me, why was this happening? And why wasn't anything being done to stop it immediately? That was a big question. So even though I didn't have a perfect answer, I was able to hold my child close, to remind my child how much I love them and that we would get through this together. As women, we are often the storytellers and the truth tellers in society. As women, we see and hear so much, yet oftentimes the truths that we see and know are not believed and they are not heard. I want to encourage all of us during these difficult days to share stories of the truths that we see and hear from our children and from one another. We know that a lot of history books are written by men, that the stories that women have to tell are not always told. And so one of the gifts of this time is that women can be the ones recording the stories, so that years from now, when people look back to understand exactly what happened, they'll not only have the data from researchers and scientists, but they will also have the sacred stories of women, stories that lift up the questions our children are asking, and stories about our bravery and our courage for facing these difficult times. So do whatever you can. Keep a diary or a notebook, send emails, record this time, the questions the children are asking us, and how we feel each day. Our feelings matter and our stories matter. So as women, I encourage us to be bold and courageous, to write the stories, to tell the stories, so that in the future, when our children look back and wonder what all had happened and what did our parents do about it, they will know that we tried our best to encourage them, to love them, to protect them, and to keep them safe. Stay safe, stay healthy. Know that you are not alone, and know that your voice is powerful and that your story has meaning and purpose. Take care. Thank you.